Welcome back, everybody. Thank you, Peter, and members of the Hyack Festival Association. To begin this evening's installation, please enjoy and sing at home, if you like, our Canadian national anthem. It is now time to introduce and install the 2021 Hyack Board of Directors and our new president. It is terribly disappointing that we are again under restrictions, and this has not allowed us to continue with traditions by supporting our new board and president in person. So please bear with us, and thank you all for your understanding. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our 2021 Hyack Board of Directors and special guests as we have a short video presentation for you. The fine people we have just seen in this video are Rick Molstad, past president, 2011, and our officiant for this evening. Moira Young, Miss New Westminster 2020, Miss Tiana Baudouin, Hyack Princess 2020, and Grace Wardle, our Hyack Executive Assistant and Miss New Westminster 2012. At this time, I would like to say a few words about and do a proper introduction of our new Hyack Festival Executive Assistant, Miss Grace Wardle. We are so pleased to have Grace working with us here in the office and on behalf of the Hyack Festival Association and the city. She brings to our association a fresh, youthful point of view, along with a very strong historical knowledge of our city and of our association. Grace was crowned Miss New Westminster in 2012 and also received the Miss Friendship title vote by her fellow ambassadors. Grace and her family, the Wardles of Westminster, have been a huge part of our association since 2001, when her sister Claire was also crowned Miss New Westminster. Since starting at the beginning of January, Grace has proven to have a strong work ethic, great organizational skills, and a personality for the people. A great all-around fit for us. Welcome home to Hyack, Grace. Now continuing on with the elected Board of Directors. Penny McIver, past president 2020. Becky DeWinitz, President-elect 2021, Miss New Westminster, 1981. Deb Sutherland, President-elect. Michael Atherley, Vice President. Gloria Monroe, Treasurer. Alan Wardle, Past President 2016 and Secretary. Heather Winnichuk, Director. Kathy Glassy, Director. David McGrady, Past President 2000 and Director. Karen Davidson, Director. Leslie Dukeman, Director. Jeannie Boziak, Director. And Peter Goodwin, Past President 2007 and 2014 and Director. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your hardworking Hyack Board of Directors for 2021. At this time, I would like to call upon Mr. Rick Molstead to present the official swearing-in oath before anybody changes their mind. Mr. Molstead, please.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you very much for the introduction. It's my privilege to be here tonight to assist in the swearing in of the new 2021 Hyack Board of Directors and President. Now, this is a bit different than what we have done before. We will be administering the oath to the new directors and the executive and the president. And we won't be able to hear you, but we will be looking to see that your lips are moving, so that we will make sure that it is done properly. May I please ask the following members to repeat after me in taking the oath of the Hyack Board of Directors. Jeannie Boziak, Karen Davidson, Leslie Dukeman, Kathy Glassy, Peter Goodwin, David McGrady, and Heather Winnichuk. I would ask that you repeat the oath. I will say it in short phrases, but if you can repeat after me in the intervals. I, and state your name.
I, Karen Davidson.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will truly and faithfully.
That I will truly and faithfully.
Discharge the duties and obligations.
Discharge the duties and obligations.
As a member of the Board of Directors.
As a member of the Board of Directors.
Of the New Westminster Hyack Festival Association.
As a member of the Hyack Festival Association.
In accordance with the Constitution and bylaws.
In accordance with the Constitution and bylaws.
Of the New Westminster Hyack Festival Association.
Of the New Westminster Hyack Festival Association.
And the laws of the Province of British Columbia.
And the laws of the Province of British Columbia.
To the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
Knowledge and skill.
Knowledge and skill.
In everything I do.
In everything I do.
I shall act in the best interests.
I shall act in the best interests.
Of the New Westminster Hyack Festival Association.
Of the New Westminster Hyack Festival Association.
Congratulations to the new Board of Directors. Now I would like to swear in the members of the Executive Committee, and I would ask that the following members repeat after me in taking the oath of the Hyack Executive Board of Directors. Penny McIver, Hyack President 2020. Deb Sutherland, President-elect. Michael Atherley, Vice President. Gloria Monroe, Treasurer. And Alan Wardle, Secretary. So for members of the executive, I would ask that you repeat the oath after me. I state your name.
I, Penny McIver.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will truly and faithfully.
Will truly and faithfully.
Discharge the duties and obligations.
Discharge the duties and obligations.
As a member of the executive.
As a member of the executive.
Of the New Westminster Hyack Festival Association.
Of the New Westminster Hyack Festival Association.
To wit, state your position.
As past president.
In accordance with the Constitution and bylaws.
In accordance with the Constitution and bylaws
of the New Westminster Hyack Festival Association
of the New Westminster Hyack Festival Association
and the laws of the province of British Columbia
and the laws of the province of British Columbia
to the best of my ability, knowledge, and skill.
to the best of my ability, knowledge, and skill.
Congratulations to the executive. Now it's my privilege to swear in our new president for 2021, Ms. Becky DeWinitz. You come step forward, please.
Becky DeWinitz will be our 2021 Hyack President for the Hyack Festival Association's 50th anniversary year.
Ready?
Ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome and present the oath of office to our 50th Hyack Festival Association President, Ms. Becky DeWinitz. Would you please repeat after me? I, state your name,
I, Becky DeWinitz,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will truly and faithfully
that I will truly and faithfully
discharge the duties and obligations
discharge the duties and obligations
as a member of the executive
as a member of the executive
of the New Westminster Hyack Festival Association,
of the New Westminster Hyack Festival Association
to wit, President,
as president,
in accordance with the Constitution and bylaws
in accordance with the Constitution and bylaws
of the New Westminster Hyack Festival Association
of the New Westminster Hyack Festival Association
and the laws of the province of British Columbia,
and the laws of the province of British Columbia,
to the best of my ability, knowledge, and skill.
to the best of my ability, knowledge, and skill.
Congratulations, President.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your determined, deserving, diligent, dedicated, and not to mention dazzling Hyack President 2021, Miss Becky DeWinitz. Congratulations, Becky. Now, Penny, if I could call upon you to thank our officiant Rick Molstead for his assistance in the swearing-in ceremony, please.
Rick, on behalf of the Hyack Festival Association Board and Executive, I want to thank you for swearing us in.
Oh, thank you very much. Much appreciated. It was a privilege and an honor to do so. Good night, everyone.
Now we have one more presentation for Penny to make, and that is to present Becky with her official President's Pin for 2021.
Becky, it is a great honor to present this pin to you. And I wish you the best, and I know you'll rule us easily this year.
So hard not to hug you.
I know.
Thank you, Penny. I'll wear it with honor.
Thank you.
As most of you know, this pin is the Hyack pin that would be presented to all our visiting Northwest Festival hosting presidents and prime ministers upon their participation in our 2021 Hyack Festival Parade Weekend, God willing. For the next part of our evening, please welcome our new president, Becky DeWinitz, to present the Supporter of the Year Award. Becky?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At this time at the AGM, we usually award our service pins for service years by our members. These are done in 5-year increments from 5 to 50 years. However, Due to our world situation and having to move online with our AGM, we have chosen to postpone these awards until next year's AGM. We will be in touch with all you deserving people and make sure you get your awards in person next year at our 2022 AGM, God willing, and our world is able to get together again. However, I am so pleased to be able to present the next two awards this evening. Our first is our Sponsor of the Year Award, and decades of dedication is so appropriate of this Sponsor of the Year, or what should really be renamed as Sponsor of the last 5 decades. Where does one begin to thank such a strong supporter of our program, our organization, and our city for so many years? Cartwright Jewelers, both Susan and her father Don, have given so much to not only the Hyack Festival, but also to the whole community, as well as the CKNW Orphans Fund / Kids Fund. Their generosity to our program deserves so much more than this beautiful award and our heartfelt thanks. Honoring their father and their grandfather, Cartwright Jewelers has donated the esteemed James Daniel Cartwright Diamond Award of a beautiful diamond necklace to Miss New Westminster every year. And I'm proud to say that I still have mine from way back. Susan also recognizes the importance of supporting our youth and developing our future leaders, and in recent years graciously became our premier sponsor of the Hyack Festival Leadership Program. Tonight, I am so pleased to be able to present our Hyack Sponsor of the Year Award to Susan Cartwright from Cartwright Jewelers. Thank you, Susan, for everything that you've done. I wish that you were here that I could give you this in person. Our next award is our Volunteer of the Year Award. When it comes to Volunteer of the Year, it's often hard to single out just one person of the crowds of wonderful volunteers that do so much for our organization. So thank you to all of you. But this year, however, one person jumped out at us as someone who has given and given and given of their time, their home, their nights, their weekends to serve the Hyack Festival. She is an alumni of the Ambassador Program with her introduction to Hyack coming back in 1988. That year, she was the ambassadors chosen by her peers to receive the honor and title of Miss Congeniality. I wish you could see her face right now because she had no idea that she was getting this award. She joined our ambassador committee a few years ago and has proven to be amazing with her enthusiasm, her dedication, and her ideas and personality. She has taken on the role of Tuesday night training coordinator. She is mentoring our young women on a weekly and sometimes daily basis, and she has brought class and polish to our program with her kindness, speaking skills, and as you can see, she's doing a great job for us tonight as MC. So this year, she has also taken on another role, as you saw just before this, as committee chair of the Ambassador Program on the Board of Directors. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a complete surprise to her. Please join me in a round of applause. And thanks to our 2020 Volunteer of the Year, Karen Davidson.
Wow.
We didn't really.
Thanks, Beck.
Ta-da!
Thank you. Muchly appreciated. And looking forward to this year on the executive and continuing working with our youth of New Westminster. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll now turn you back to our amazing MC, Miss Karen Davidson.
Okay, well, yes, that was a complete shock and surprise and a little bit overwhelming. Just gonna take that one in. Whew.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know what a challenging year 2020 has been, or was, I should say. We have all pivoted, reinvented, restructured, replanned, and plain old adapt to these crazy times. And no one more than our retiring Hyack president, Penny MacGyver, has had to rethink and reimagine her presidential year. She did this with patience, grace, humor, perseverance, and an attitude of never giving up or giving in. She and her board worked tirelessly to keep Hyack's mandate of providing family fun for all at the forefront of her year. Penny, all of us on this Zoom call, this association, and indeed this city, thank you for your dedication to this organization. You are truly a precious jewel of the Royal City. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me by waving on the screen to thank Penny MacGyver, Hyack President 2020.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to thank Becky and the board for their help and support this past year. Without them, this would have been such a difficult year. It's been a very interesting year. My year started with Snowmageddon, the AGM that was snowed in, and has continued in that mode. We did not let that stop us though. We very timely sold the building, which gave us the opportunity to keep moving forward. We did have the President's Tea in person, and then the virtual Ambassador Speech Symposium, along with the Zoom Gala. Then we took on the Porch Parade. And on Canada Day, did a day of judging all those community porches. Then in August, we did the farewell garden party and sent the 2019 team off. And we ended with a virtual Remembrance Day. Then we hired our new executive assistant, Grace, so that Becky will have time to deal with the president's responsibilities and not the office responsibilities going forward this year. We have learned a lot on how to pivot, reimagine, persevere in the light of COVID-19. We did not get to travel to the Northwest Festival, but we are no different than any of the other festivals as they were in the same lockdown as us. Hopefully the world is recovering, and by the end of this year, Becky will have been able to have a better year. And I could not have done this year without the board, our volunteers, members, and staff. And I thank you for your continued support.
Thank you, Penny. And thank you for letting me be a part of your year. But before you leave and go off into the annuals of Hyack history, we have a few presentations for you. If I could please ask Becky DeWinitz, our new president 2021, to make these presentations.
I can start when Karen's supposed to be talking.
Penny, on behalf of all the past presidents who are here with us in spirit or on Zoom, as we now call it, please accept and wear proudly the traditional Royal Stuart red plaid jacket that only past presidents who have served Hyack well may wear. This plaid jacket, known throughout the Pacific Northwest, represents and symbolizes a unique group of hardworking, community-minded and dedicated individuals who have served as Hyack president and who continue to serve our Royal City and the Hyack Festival Association by now organizing the hospitality events. During the Hyack weekend, our citizens, members, and guests So on behalf, we say thank you. As well, Penny, the Hyack Festival Association wishes to confer upon you this resolution of appreciation for your unwavering dedication this year.
Whereas the New Westminster Hyack Festival Association, Hyack Festival, has been commended as an outstanding success despite our COVID year, and whereas the most important ingredient of this accomplishment has been the contribution of time, talent, and effort on the part of great many members, and whereas this participation has been inspired in no small measure by the leadership of the President. Now, therefore, we resolve that the Board of Directors of the New Westminster Hyack Festival Association officially hereby commend Penny McIver for untiring efforts, dedication, and enthusiasm in so capably discharging the duties of the office of the President of the Hyack Festival Association for 2020. Now she's crying.
As well, Penny, the Hyack Festival Association, pardon me, I just read that. Let's move on. Lastly, again, on behalf of all of us, Penny, a very special gift to commemorate your year of 2020. Yes, the waterworks are flowing. This necklace that is being presented to you was custom made especially for you, Penny, by Susan Otto Baines of Calido Glassworks here in New Westminster. It commemorates your year so beautifully, Penny. The beads show the masks that we must all wear, the heartbeat of the essential workers, the motto of Dr. Bonnie Henry, be safe, be kind, be calm. The soap we are using extensively these days in a reminder to stay 6 feet apart, and of course, the toilet paper crisis of 2020. Special thanks to Susan Otto Baines for her hard work on this unique gift that you deserve so much, Penny. Okay, now I'm crying.
I have no words. No words are just fine. Thank you for everything you've done for us. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Penny. Now, thank you, ladies. Now, Penny, for your very last presentation as outgoing president, I believe you have something for our incoming president. And after that presentation, Miss Becky DeWinitz will give her installation address and announcement of her 2021 theme. We've given her 10 minutes, so everybody hold up.
Becky, it is a great honor to pass the torch to you and to give you the keys to the office and the gavel to man the board meetings in our 50th year. And I hope that we don't cause you any grief and just bring you joy. Well, if you do, look out. Exactly.
Thank you, Penny. I want to
Oh,
so
me too.
bad.
Next year for sure.
Next year for sure. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And sanitizing. Seems like all we do these days. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is really my extreme honor and privilege to be standing in front of you tonight as the 2021 Hyack Festival President. I'm following in the footsteps of many men and women who have gone before me, and I have some really big shoes to fill. I am so thankful for this opportunity, and I look forward to building our vision, building our community spirit, and celebrating our 50th anniversary in the very best way possible in these difficult times. The world started off so great last year with our beautiful President's Tea. Then all of a sudden, all hell broke loose, and I felt like we jumped into an episode of Stranger Things, and we're all living in the upside down. Penny's year went from rosy to, well, COVID in a matter of 3 months. She persevered through the year and worked so very hard despite all of it. And for that, Miss Penny, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. She didn't get any of the fun stuff that comes along with being president, just the hard stuff that we do to be able to enjoy the good stuff when we can. So my best case scenario is that I have the opposite year of Penny's, and we start out in this mess, but we come out smelling rosy. This is certainly not the AGM that I had planned in my mind, but we make the best of the situation we have, and that's what we have done here. With the help of the people that you see here tonight, as well as a few others out there in Zoom land, we are able to bring you this virtual AGM. When I envisioned filling the seat of president in 2021, the year I had planned was nothing like what will be in store for us this year. Our Golden Jubilee year was meant to be a tremendous year of celebration and fun activities for the whole family to enjoy. From our Hyack Parade and Uptown Street Festival, to our Tropical Tiki Night, Music Bingo, Royal City Car Rally and Scavenger Hunt, and Trivia Nights. The year was meant to be filled with fun. Despite these dark times in our world, I promise to do my very best to bring as much joy and fun to our city as we possibly can in these difficult times. We will reimagine and reinvent and pivot wherever possible to keep the community spirit alive. I look forward to meeting many more people in the city through whatever festival fun we can safely make happen this year. I was born and raised here, and my family has deep roots in New Westminster. My grandparents had a heritage home at 1227 7th Street for many years. I went to Herbert Spencer Elementary School and high school at the old NWSS. I've lived in Glenbrook North, Massey Heights, Queens Park, and the Key. I am a wife and mother of 2 adult children, and I have enjoyed being a real estate agent in the city for more than 30 years. I am 4th generation resident of the Royal City, and it makes me proud to say that I'm a New West girl through and through. As a member of this wonderful association for 40 years, I am also celebrating the anniversary of being Miss New Westminster 1981, when I had the honor, privilege, joy, and responsibility of traveling throughout British Columbia and the Pacific Northwest almost every weekend that year, bringing greetings from and promoting our city. 3 generations of women in my family have been involved in this program. My mom, who ran in 1958, myself in 1981, and our daughter Maggie in 2012. Decades of our family have benefited from this amazing youth program. I was excited to be able to carry on that responsibility this year, to do the same traveling, continue cultivating relationships, networking with our Northwest Festival hosting family, and bringing fresh new greetings from our city 4 decades later as president. But alas, another thing we won't be able to do this year. But I am committed to keeping strong ties with our Northwest Festival hosting family, who have come from all over British Columbia, Washington, and Oregon every year for our international parades, in hopes that after this COVID situation is over and our borders are over again, you will continue to come to our international parade every year. We miss you, our festival friends, and are so happy that some of you are here tonight, virtually, of course. Corey, if you're watching, I was so looking forward to joining you and your royal court at my knighting ceremony in the beautiful rose garden of the Portland Rose Festival. The rose name I have chosen to be knighted under is Golden Jubilee, to commemorate our year together. Perhaps we can save it for next year when we can all be together again. Hyack has brought thousands of out-of-town guests into our city every year to introduce them to our rich history and traditions, which I have been blessed to enjoy all my life. I have watched and participated in so many of these traditional events that our Festival Association has prepared and executed for the citizens of New Westminster. While making this journey to stand before you today, I have many people who have encouraged me to be here. The list is long, so I will not endeavor to name them all, or we'd be here all night. But there are a few that I would like to personally recognize here tonight. Number 1, my husband, Dave, who has supported me through the Hyack commitment for so many years. Thank you, hon. Number 2, our kids, Maggie and Josh, who have also gone without time with their mom because of my Hyack commitment. Number 3, and I hope you're watching, Mrs. Helen Sparks, for making me apply to this program and run in the Miss New Westminster pageant back in 1980, which is what started me on this journey in the first place. The women of that era who ran the pageant were amazing. Helen Sparks, Lorraine Black, Jerry Harder, Helen Bodner, and Alma Featherstone, to name a few, as well as my amazing president that year, Mrs. Marilyn Cassidy. And of course, none of it could be done without the amazing talent of our Mr. Bernie Legg. The pageant was run a little differently back then, but the basics were the same: mentoring and empowering young women to do the best that they can. And for that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you. It really did shape my life in so many ways, and I'm especially proud to be the first Miss New Westminster to become president of the association. It is our past and our future that will continue to make Hyack great. Next to thank is my partner in crime through most all of this, Mrs. Deb Wardle. We have been through thick and thin and up and down, and we are still here today to talk about it. So thank you to both you and your amazing husband, Alan, for all that you've done to get me here today. Next, my entire board of directors for agreeing to manage this association along with me for the next few years. Some brand new to the organization and some seasoned vets. The blend of old and new will help to keep the history of the association intact while moving us forward and helping us to grow. When I joined the Hyack Festival and eventually the board, I became part of something strong. The association, the people, the friends, the shared values and cultures made me feel like I'd found something I wanted to be a part of for a very long time. I'm pleased and proud of what Hyack has accomplished in the past 50 years. The secret to our success is that we stay focused on our history and what has worked in the past. But we look forward to the future and find new ways to move forward and prosper. The board of directors that you saw on your screen tonight are a very strong, skilled group of people whose expertise has and will continue to make Hyack shine even in these dark times. We are united by our professionalism, our work ethic, and our passion for Hyack. We work hard for our community, and that often means long hours, nights, weekends, and the phone ringing at dinner time. It means a commitment from us, but also patience, understanding, and a tremendous sacrifice on the part of our families. I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge all of the spouses of our board and thank them for their support and encouragement. None of us could do what we do without you. Most of all, we are united by our commitment to our community. We should be proud of what Hyack achieved last year, because the success of Hyack was not the result of one person's efforts or one event's results. Success takes a team. Great examples of these successes are our reimagined Parading in Place Porch Parade, our virtual ambassador weekly training, our virtual ambassador speech night, and virtually crowning Miss New Westminster 2020 and her team tiara, just to name a few. I'm probably running out of time, so I'm going to go fast. I had major goals for Hyack in 2021, but because of our world situation, I will have to put a lot of those on hold. My commitment to you is simple. I will lead by example. I will support the efforts of the board and the members of Hyack. There is still a lot to celebrate despite our COVID lockdown. There will be lots going on in the city this year, and I look forward to some dynamic relationships with other groups in the city, like the BIAs, the Chamber, Rotary, and tourism, to name a few. There are a lot of amazing people in this city, and I would love it if we could all work together to achieve that common goal that was bestowed upon us by Mayor Mooney Evers back in 1971, when he founded this festival association to work with City Hall to put on uplifting and ongoing festivals for our city. The hardworking folks of this group have dedicated decades of their volunteer time to keeping the festival spirit alive and bringing the community together, not only in fun times, but in hard times as well. It has been my pleasure serving the community for the last 40 years. So, to celebrate our 50th anniversary, our Golden Jubilee, and to thank, honor all of those hardworking people who have come before me, to thank and appreciate all of the past presidents, all of the past and present board members, the past and present members and committee volunteers of the Hyack Festival Association, I dedicate my year of service to you and your decades of dedication to the Royal City of New Westminster. Each year, the president of Hyack is tasked by developing a theme for their year. My theme for my president's year is just that, decades of dedication. Thanks to all of you folks out there in Zoom land who are watching from afar, my friends, my family, and all of the Hyack folks. Your support means the world to me and to this association. Until we can meet again in person, be kind, be calm, be safe, find joy in the littlest things, hug your family, only those that live with you, and remain strong. Thank you again for being here with us tonight. I look forward to a wonderful year. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President. All of us here in the Hyack Festival Association look forward to a bright, successful, and exciting year under your leadership.
Thank you. I'm off.
You are off to do presidential things.
Yay!
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this evening's festivities. I would like to thank again Mr. Rick Molstead for stepping in as the ceremony officiant, and our photographer this evening is Mr. Alan Wardle, and all of the members and guests joining us on Zoom and supporting Hyack Festival this evening and always. While our current Hyack events are on hold or Zooming it, there are still some items that I would like to share with you. Please encourage your family and friends to join us as a Hyack member, because when things get going again, and they will, don't you worry, our new president and board have some fantastic events in the works for our city. So we look forward to new members in assisting with facilitating those super fun plans. The more the merrier, we say. Also, our Hyack Ambassador Leadership Program is in full swing, and again, while in-person events are on hold, we do hold our leadership training on Zoom on Tuesday evenings, weekly. And the Popular People's Choice Award voting is now up and on Eventbrite. The link will be posted in the chat. Come and meet our 2021 ambassador candidates, read their bios, listen to their senior speeches, and look for them at some volunteer events later this spring. We are hopeful that we will be able to stage our 2021 Evening of Stars Gala again in April, where our Miss New Westminster 2021 will be crowned, and over $20,000 in scholarships will be handed out and announced. Lastly, please check our website for further highlights and updates at hyackfestival.com. Thank you, please be safe, and have a great evening. Good night.